Well, if y'all want to learn how to do makeup for men, stay on watching this video. We're going to be doing a full-on review of the War Paint for Men kit. Why, hello y'all for Skincare Saturday and Skincare Sunday. Depending on when I upload this, I went on a total skincare haul and I purchased the entire set of War Paint for Men. Greetings y'all, and we are here to review the entire product line of War Paint for Men. So this is my face that is totally cleansed. I use the War Paint, skincare line. For that video, please click here, because what I'm gonna do is upload this video separate of just the full-on application, no beard, just kind of on plain skin. I'm gonna upload a second video on, full-on beard, and I'm gonna upload probably one video with everything together, because why not? But first, a lot of my subscribers don't subscribe, or a lot of my viewers don't subscribe. So for any of my viewers out there who are new to this channel, welcome, or y'all are gonna learn about everything cosmetology related. Please click that like button down below, that share button, as well as that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to me, y'all. All right, y'all, so with this product line, I really think it's pretty interesting. So I reviewed Strix a while ago, and for that cringeworthy video, please click on here. I did not know what shade to do. I messed up really badly. I did a shade that was very light, and I looked like a vampire. Vinny the Vampire, as I'm so called. I've been called worse. However, War Paint for Men offers a wider product range. It is European, so there's a lot better ingredients in that, and it's more innovative. And this right here is the founder of War Paint. It is a wonderful product line by Danny Gray, and I absolutely love the manual. The manual is so interesting. It's got a lot of photographs. The pictures are really nice. It's well designed, and it shows everything with how to use the product line, from how to exfoliate, how to take care of y'all's skin, all the skills that matter with skincare. That's one of the things with skincare is oftentimes people forget that in order to have a good face of makeup, you need to have skin that's fully cleansed and looking proper. And the one thing I like about this line is the skincare line is pretty easy to use. It's got the moisturizer as well as the night serum. It's got the instructions. It tells you the key ingredients. It's pretty straightforward. So 1 to 2 pumps of moisturizer or night serum after cleansing. There is no cleanser with this product line, so it pretty much mentions, use a cleanser that y'all see fit. The makeup remover is a really good pre-cleanse. It gets everything off. Use a toner, so there's that option as well. And then after all is said and done, what y'all want to do is then do the moisturizer and the eye tool. Now the eye tool I have, give me one sec to find it. So here's the eye tool right here. It's this nice product. It's nice and long. There's a lot of product in it. One pump goes a long way for possibly both eyes, or just a very little on the second eye. Tap, tap, massage it around, use your fingertips, that whole 9 yards, then do your moisturizer. And this is what, y'all can expect for the daytime. Fully cleansed and all that. So now that your face is, cleansed, how do you start this process? And I just want to start by mentioning what I really like about the founder, Danny Gray, is he is very straightforward with his own struggles on body image. A lot of men are struggling with body image. It's not something that's talked about. As men, we're told to, hold in our emotions, to not, speak, to not reach out. And a lot of times it's rough because, there's no market, if you will, for specifically men-specific skincare. It's hard to go in there. I remember the first time I was trying to find skincare, going into Sephora, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to wear a paper bag. So I would order it online a lot of the time. And I like how, Mr. Gray, in his story, he mentions having body dysmorphia disorder, struggling from when he was about 10 years old, being bullied for his ears. And then, you know, he got surgery twice to fix his ears, and then he got a hair transplant, and it still wasn't enough. So originally he starts using makeup as a way to kind of cover some of the flaws, to, you know, make himself look better. And that's one of the things, is that he wants men to have better self-confidence. I like how, you know, the story goes in there to his own experience, and, you know, how he's a very successful business owner now. And I think that a lot of young men from reading this book will get a sense of that, you know, that could be me one day, that I can accomplish good things. I like how there's a product line and a product history, so it documents, you know, when the product started, the history of makeup for men, which I will probably review this book more in depth. The reasons why men wear makeup is, number one, to hide blemishes, so acne scars, dark spots, vitiligo, all that. Wearing makeup to feel good, 11% stated that, 9% said to change a feature on their face, 8% want to boost their confidence, and 4% want to look more professional. Whether that be covering up oily spots, or looking younger, or kind of just blending away some, you know, flaws. So I like how they have some stats in there, and on top of it, I really like how they mention how to layer it. And there's also QR codes in there as well that tell you how to apply it. So this right here is the chart on how to use this, and I think this is so effective. Starting out with preparation, so always start with a primer, and then you do concealer, foundation, tinted moisturizer. You know, finish and set with the anti-shine powder, the bronzer, and the beard and brow gel. And then lastly, remove with the remover. And there are many ways to apply. So let's go on application. There is the application brush, which I have somewhere around here. All right, y'all, so the application methods, here is what is in the kit. There is this special brush, and this is the application brush to get a more defined look. Let me see what the package says on this one. This is application brush, great for applying and blending liquid and cream-based products. And the other application brush that is in the kit is the special powder brush. And the powder brush kind of looks like a wrapped up Christmas tree. So it's in this like net-like thing, and you know, you have to push it out. I know it's like a pain in the rear to get out, but I heard you just expand it like so. Or, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm probably just gonna do this. Aha. Much better. So this is the powder brush, and it has a beautiful metal handle. It's pretty durable. That's for all over, or you can define with it as well, but it is very gentle. And the other thing that I'm including is just a regular, you know, brush. You can use this for concealer. They have the wonderful beard and brow comb, which I will show on a beard, but this thing, you can use it to comb your brows into place, being very careful not to poke your eye out, because it is very sharp. And I made that when I was applying, when I had a beard on. I accidentally scratched with it, so be very careful. They also have this extra, and they don't sell this separately, but this is the concealer pen, and you can use this with the concealer, or you can use it, you know, by pumping it. And I will show both methods when I do the application. So the great use of tools when it comes to brushes and the eye tool. I will say the one thing I wish they had was a sharpener, because there is a beard and brow tool, and there is, you know, I bought one of them and it came broken, so trying to find a sharpener for it was difficult. But I like the quality of it. I like the texture of the brushes. The look of it is just absolutely incredible. I do think that they can expand on their brushes by adding one more for maybe the concealer, because the concealer comes in this beautiful, you know, canister, and when you open it, it's got the product inside, and I don't want to get in the habit of sticking your fingers in there, because that's just unsanitary. Not necessarily unsanitary, but your product won't last as long. So let's get on to the application. So I'm going to start off by primer. So the application starts off with primer, and this is a smoothing, mattifying gel. And the gel form of the primer is wonderful for all skin types. It goes on there and it gives a better canvas to put the product on. The directions are on here as well, so if y'all didn't get the manual, you can scan a QR code online. There's a YouTube, there's an Instagram. There are all wonderful ways of getting the products, you know, and the how-tos. So apply 1 to 2 pumps in your fingers and massage evenly across face. And this is the first step in the makeup routine. So I'm gonna do 2 pumps, and it is very lightweight. So simply dab on, and I rub in a circular upward motion. Tap, 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 tap. And I kind of apply this just like you would a moisturizer. Make sure you spread it evenly and around. And it is very nice and slippery. It is not oily. It's not something that's gonna clog up pores, but rather I like the texture of it. It gets right in there. So now that you have primer on, this is gonna just make everything easy to apply. The next step, and I know some people debate this, is tinted moisturizer or foundation. Some people do foundation, some do tinted moisturizer. The best step, according to the book, is tinted moisturizer, if I read this right. So what you do with tinted moisturizer is I use the sponge method. So what I do, and you know, the foundation comes in another little, you know, canister like so, and the tinted moisturizer is here. So it's a hydrating skin tint. I shake it up a little bit, and then I apply 1 pump to a damp sponge. And you can apply more if necessary. So if you can see this, this is super dark. My shade is tan, to give you all an idea of what to expect. I find that in the wintertime when I'm not as, you know, pigmented, that it works just fine. So dab around and really just rub it gently. So dab, dab, dab. All right, so the next step is concealer. So after using the primer, it is time to put concealer on. And one way to do this is you can use the concealer pen. So you pump it and wait for product to come out. It takes a few tries, but once you get it, it should go right here. And simply paint it on across. And you can do under the eyes. The other way of doing the primer, I'm sorry y'all, it is so late. The concealer is to use a brush. So inside the, you know, the thing, you can go like so and apply it just like that. And what I do is I apply under my eyes, around here a little bit where I have blemishes. And you can simply just dab it on the areas that you want to cover. So you can go over here where you have enlarged pores. I have a few sunspots over there. And what you do then is you apply the tinted moisturizer. So I'm going to apply a little bit more tinted moisturizer on a sponge. Just so I can get my neck area. And the cool thing about the sponge is that there are many ways to use this tool. Circular motions, dab, dab, dab. Just gently rub with a damp sponge. The sponge should not be soaking wet. Use warm water, and you can apply it just like so. And make sure to, you know, apply around the neck, because that's something that often gets left out when using the product. And if you apply with fingers, it will give a more even result as well. Now you do the foundation, and with the foundation, this is an ideal base. You can use a sponge or a brush to apply this. The brush, I find, gives a very natural finish with the foundation, but I personally prefer the sponge because it is a little bit more, I don't know if it's deeper, it stays on better, I found, using the brush, for me at least. And you can use the foundation on your cheeks, nose, chin, and under eyes. You dab in with a sponge. So the foundation is going to give more coverage, and I find that compared to other companies out there, this foundation is not only super light, but it's very, very effective. So I apply about a pump, and you just dab it in there, and you can even use the back of the sponge just to kind of blend it right in like so. And here's applying to the cheeks. And this is just so great for getting rid of the bags under the eyes. It blends everything in. It's great for covering any kind of blemishes or bruises. Let's say you partied a little too hard the night before and you don't want to come into work looking like drab. This is something that will give a really nice and natural look. And about 2 pumps of this usually does the job. I tend to do very sparingly and add more if needed. So after applying all of this, there are different options. Also want to mention that before you do the foundation and before you do the tinted moisturizer, putting on a sunscreen might be needed in the summertime if you feel that this is not going to offer enough protection. So the one thing, and look at how like my face is just completely, you see more of it, it looks youthful, it looks a lot deeper. Really offers a good look. It is not too brassy or fake or artificial. The next tool to use is either going to be, the brow gel. So if you're not using the brow, I don't say brow pencil, but the brow filler tool, you can just go on in there and do the gel. I prefer the gel for the beard. I don't really need it for my brows. So now they have the anti-shine powder. And just like the bronzer, I like how they have war paint written on there. I think that's really cool. So this, I prefer to use the stronger powder brush. Simply take it, slide it across quite a few times. They also have a mirror in there so you can check. And simply, they say apply it in a figure 3 motion. So swipe across. And the powder tool is going to lock in, the makeup. It's going to keep the skin looking good. It's going to make everything stay, still. It's not going to interfere with everything. A little of this does go a long way, and this really helps if you just take a little extra on the cheek area or the T area where there's a lot of oil. And it goes in the pores, and it subdues the oil from getting everywhere and from just making a total mess. So I really like this product compared to other brands. It stays perfectly. It looks really nice and natural, and it doesn't look too over the top. Now for the brows, taking this, because what I like to do is before doing the bronzer, I like to just do this because it gives a chance for everything to set. Comb the brows into a good location, and then taking the tool, it's the beard and brow filler, and I've done this on a beard before. And what you want to do is simply just draw into the brow, go around, outline where you need it, and simply go right over like so. And this is a really great product for getting a lot of just body in the brows, especially if y'all have grays, and brush it out. And this is just going to make the brow completely pop. It's going to look a lot nicer, a lot fuller, a lot bigger, and a lot bulkier. So if you do too much of this, you're going to have a scowls brow, but I don't think, it really doesn't do that if you use the brush. You don't have to use the brush, but the brush just kind of makes it go fuller and look more natural. So now my brows really have that nice pop to them. Now is the bronzer, and I like how it's right up here. You can apply this, tap off any excess, and add a little bit. The bronzer, the goal of that is to give a tan finish. It is not to look like, you know, an orange or a carrot or anything like that. And again, they have the nice war paint thing printed in there. If using this, this tool is great for getting more of a defined look. So one of the ways I like to use this is, you know, go over it a few times, tap, and then simply apply like a figure 3 motion. And if y'all want even more of a nice natural glow, or more defined glow, rather, go in like so and use this tool. And doing so will give more of a nice tanned look without looking too garish. And I like how they make this to just really contour with the cheek. It is a great product. I'll add a little bit more up top. And voila. So this is the finished look after using War Paint for Men, and I have to say that for the price, it was worth it. I had it on discount for Black Friday. I am very impressed with the products. I like the whole line. I like the versatility of it, and I'm really impressed with how easy it is to use. So this is not the end of the review, so what I'm gonna do is go a whole day with this. I'm gonna go to my best friend's wedding, which is today, and then after, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the remover on the reusable cotton pads, which came in the kit. These are bamboo cotton makeup pads. They come in this wonderful kit, and it's so easy to use, and you know, just rinse them with some natural shampoo, and you know, you got a nice set right here. So after buying the big kit like this, you know, y'all only have to replace what you need as you go along. So it could be the tinted moisturizer, it could be the foundation, whatever y'all run out of first. And look at how natural this looks. My face is completely glowing. I am very impressed thus far. Ease of use, definitely a 5 out of 5. Package design, 5 out of 5. Price, it is up there, but y'all pay for what you get. I would give it a 5 out of 5. You can buy what you need. You don't need a lot of it. And I think that was my little rating scale. Price, ease of use, and results, 5 out of 5. Very impressed with this. I like how it covers, it blends in perfectly. I don't look orange. I don't look like an Oompa Loompa. With the ring light, it makes me look like I am in my early 20s again instead of much older than that. So I'm very impressed with this. It's a great product. It gives confidence, and we will see how long it holds when I get back. I'm back, y'all, and this is the final result of the War Paint for Men. This is truly a great way to get y'all's game face on, hence camo, right? So I found that when you know, getting dressed today, I changed into my tuxedo. The product did not rub off my collar. I have tried other brands of you know, cosmetics for men, and I've experienced brands that will just rub off everywhere. And you know, if y'all wear a hat, it's just all over on the hat, caked on, goes anywhere but y'all's face, and it just runs down. Now I will say this, because you know, this line is versatile enough to decide, you know, how do y'all want to, you know, use it. You can use it, you know, being more defined with this brush, or you could, you know, that's like a contour brush. You could use all over. The sky is the limit with this, and I really like that, is that Danny Gray encourages creativity. It's a product that, you know, there's really no right or wrong way to use it. I did not experience any running of the product. I even went and exercised today, and I did not sweat through this. I've had other products that the minute, you know, you run, sweat, and all that, the whole face is just running, and it's going into your eyes and burning, and it's just so yucky. The product does not feel oily or greasy or yucky. It is just right. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't have a chemical smell. I've had some cosmetic products like the CC creams. I don't know what they put in some of them, but I've had them where they will smell like curry or barbecue sauce. One thing to consider when doing any kind of cosmetic is that it will oxidize. So if picking between shades, try to do the one that best fits the skin. If you are a little bit dark, that's okay. But if it's too light, that's something that is gonna, tend to be obvious. So if you pick a shade and you think that it might be a little bit on the lighter side, give it time. All products will oxidize and it might oxidize lighter. Likewise, if the product is a little bit too dark, it might oxidize a little bit darker, and that can be an issue too. But I find that the tan shade is really where a lot of men who are Hispanic like me or Italian will also tend to gravitate towards too. I like the shade range because I've used other products and other brands would only have 3 options, light, medium, dark, and you had to kind of just throw it on in there. I've always been a medium where I'm not light, I'm not dark, I'm kind of just right in the middle, and that's what I like about the tan line. You can customize, you can mix and match. If you figure out that, you're between shades, mix the light and the dark, and that could be your custom shade. Again, sky is the limit with this product line. I love the smell of their foundation and their tinted moisturizer. It smells amazing. It doesn't smell chemical or gross. It just kind of dissipates. And the skin is just so nice and fresh. Take a look at how nice this looks. And a lot of my problem areas, like right up here, I have the lines are greatly diminished when using this product, as well as some of the blemishes. I could have added a little bit more, but the dark circles under my eyes are greatly brought under control with this product. The one thing I also really like is just the coverage of this is great. It does not, make the face look caked or gross or any of that. You can add too much product, but I find with this product line, it's really hard to do so. If it looks like you've added too much, simply take the blender tool and just, dab it, do a little circle things if you need to. Use the circular end, dab it in there and slide, and it will tend to blend in really, really nice. The brow tool especially I really like because it makes my brows really defined. And the one thing I like for the beard and brow gel, which I think I have somewhere here, and if not, that's okay. One thing I like for that product is that if y'all have any flyaways, you can just take it and just smooth out your hair. I know it says for beard and brows, but that's my own little tip right there. Put it on there, slide it, and the whole flyaways are completely covered and gone. So a great product for a nice sleek look and a professional look. Great for doing headshots, great for doing pretty much anything. I like how this is just everything that you need. You can decide to get the skincare or not. I love the package design. I mean, how sleek is this? It's so simple. It tells you what you need. Now, the one thing I hope is that I heard a rumor that War Paint is changing and they're getting a different packaging. I pray that they do not change anything with the formulation because I like it the way it is. I also used to miss how when they started, the foundation was a liquid, so you can just drip it in your hand. I wish that they would go back to that. It's one of those things where if it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. And I find that, all too often, products do that. Nothing's broken, they try to fix it, and then ends up being not so good. So I do like that War Paint is always innovative. I love the compact nature of a lot of their products. I do wish that they would make their War Paint, makeup bag or the canvas bag, because it's hard to find something that you can throw everything into there. I do wish that they would make something that would have different pockets for skincare, for tools, for all that, and would be safe for travel. Because as seen, I did try to travel with one of them, and that was my fault. It wasn't War Paint's fault. The thing broke, and that's just how, it was. I did get one of the brow tools. It shipped, and it was a little chipped, but no harm, no foul. I could just sharpen it. So I do wish they'd make a brush that is, similar to putting on concealer. It's like a little small concealer brush. I wish they would make a tool like that that's more compact. I do wish they would make the concealer tool sold separately that, y'all could use. And I do also wish that they would, do a cleanser maybe and a toner or a spray toner, because one of the hard things is finding a good cleanser for men. So that is that for my overall thoughts. Now I do want to get onto the remover to show y'all how to use it. All right, y'all, so this is pretty darn cool. These are 8 reusable cotton pads, and this is to be used to remove the war paint. So I like how there's 8 of them, so hey, you know, if you forget to do the laundry over the weekend, at least you have a clean one for Monday, because everybody loves Monday, right? No. So this right here has a nice little bag, and I like the bag because it's a washable bag. All y'all got to do is put this in the washing machine on cool, run it through, and it will clean it. And these pads are huge. They have a nice chunk of them in here, and all you got to do to remove the war paint, it's as simple as this. Shake this up. This is their remover, and saturate a cotton pad with this and wipe across, and everything comes off. So. And the stuff is also a nice blue color. It's pretty darn cool. So I'm also going to dampen this a little bit. And it doesn't really smell like anything. It's blue, but it's one of those cool products that it just kind of looks cool but doesn't have any smelly side effects to it or any smelly scents. I've tried one remover that smelled so bad and it gave you like a really nasty rash. It had some side effects and reactions. It was not a good product. But this right here is pretty easy to use. Again, like any remover, just saturate, and it feels really good on the skin. I don't find that this product is drying at all. And it does show, you see the product takes it right off. It takes the product right off and sticks it right to the cotton pad. And you can use the other side too. So I do about 2 rounds of this. And after 2, and the one thing I will say about the cotton pads is I wish they would not put this like label on it, because that gets right in the way when you're trying to use the other side. But simply go in like so. And wipe. And you will see the product comes right off, so you will see my scary face. And the remover is a gel base. I like the gel base because it is one of those things, you know, when you find a good makeup remover, they have ones that are cream based and they're yucky, they're oily, they get everywhere, and you know, it doesn't always feel good on the skin. But I find that this product right here feels absolutely amazing. And what I do is I have a little bowl of water that I just soak it in, and I squeeze out any excess water, and a lot definitely comes out. And that is how you remove any excess war paint. So that's the one thing I like about this product line, is that it includes everything that y'all need. Y'all can also use cotton rounds. I've done that when I was on the go. So this product is very versatile for traveling. So there you go. That is the full removal. And as y'all can see, it is pretty darn dark, the water. So I like the remover. It kind of serves as a cleanser. It leaves the skin hydrated, and you can follow up with the cleanser if you all feel the need to. So after removing the war paint during the day, follow up with the night serum and the moisturizer, and that is all y'all have to do. So I'm gonna go show y'all how to do that now real quick. 1 pump of night serum, and I've reviewed this before, and let me tell you, it smells like Clorox, but it feels absolutely amazing. Really focus on the T area. moisturizer. And y'all can tell I was trained by Dermalogica. And voila. So again, really impressive how this product line is simple to use. I really like it. I like the tools. I like the versatility. I love the ease of use. It's not often I do this, but I definitely give the skincare line a perfect 20 out of 20. It is 100%. It's an A+. It's innovative. It's effective. It is a useful product, and I wish that it would become more accessible for men. I know there's been a lot more, advertisements for it. I've been seeing a lot more, people using this product, so that's a good sign. And I think that there's a lot of room for it to grow. And Warpaint, if you're watching this at some point, I would love to help y'all grow, give y'all ideas as a professional licensed cosmetologist, as well as esthetician and cosmetology educator. I think this product has great use and is something that would be well sold in a salon, a spa, a men's barbershop. There's just so many ways to use this product for those of y'all that care about your appearance as well. And it just gives you the extra boost of confidence to go out there, conquer it all, and go ahead and be your best warrior. So, without further ado, I absolutely enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below if any of y'all have used Warpaint. Let me know what y'all liked about it, what y'all did not like, if you still use it, and tell me what shade that y'all use and how does it work for y'all. I find the tan shade works really well for me. It's great for those who are a little bit more paler in the winter, have an olive complexion, and get very dark in the summer. It does not look brassy, does not look gross. The bronzer looks amazing over it, and it's an all-around good shade. I will say with the bronzer, it is easy to get carried away if y'all have pale skin, but if y'all have tan skin, don't be afraid to layer about 2 or 3 times with the bronzer. It will not look brassy or red or orange. So Warpaint for Men, great product, a great gift to give y'all's loved ones. Go ahead and check out their shop, buy their book, gift your loved one the gift of good skin and the good warrior face that they deserve. So I hope that my video was helpful, and some point I might do a full review of the book if y'all want that, and I might go in and try different techniques to see if the, which brush looks different, if they are different, how to apply with the brush, maybe even how to just do fingers. Yeah, so let me know what y'all want to see in the future. Great, it's great to always do these videos for y'all, and if any of y'all want to help out, consider becoming a super supporter or a paying subscriber. All the money goes into buying new products and helping me furnish the recording studio and these great videos for y'all. So y'all have a very happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Black Friday sale early with Warpaint for Men, and I hope to see y'all soon. God bless each and every one of you, and have a wonderful week.